Hello, I'm Yvette Torres, and welcome to another edition of The Road to Recovery. Today we'll be talking about diversity issues within the addiction and recovery field. Joining us in our panel today are Dr. H. Wesley Clark, Director, Center for Substance Abuse Treatment, Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Rockville, Maryland. Marco E. Jacome, Chief Executive Officer, Healthcare Alternative Systems Incorporated, Chicago, Illinois. John De Miranda, President and CEO, Stepping Stone, San Diego, California. William Lawsey Bratt, Board of Directors, Southeastern Regional Representative, Faces and Voices of Recovery, Cherokee, North Carolina. Dr. Clark, why should we be concerned about ethnic and racial differences within the addiction and recovery field, as well as other differences?
Well, one of the things that we want to make sure is that people who have substance use problems are able to recover, and that the materials that we use can assist them in that process. And so we know there are differences associated with cultural values and beliefs, starting from how one physiologically responds to a particular substance of misuse, to how certain substances are used in cultural contexts. So if we're going to facilitate recovery, we need to understand the language, the beliefs, the social context associated with those substances. And that will help us facilitate that person's recovery by showing that we understand the life experiences that they have associated with their use of substances.
And I gather that includes prevalence as well.
Well, yes, but from a clinical point of view, people look at epidemiologic data and there are differences in prevalence, but the key issue for the individual who has the problem, whether you have a low prevalence phenomenon, for instance, Asians tend to have a lower prevalence of alcohol misuse than other ethnic groups, but imagine you're that person who has the alcohol problem. Now, from a cultural point of view, it may mean that you may have a harder time getting support from